that this must seem a shameful thing to you, but Ida, good and cold and stately as you are, pray God that you may never be thrown into temptation. Pray God that you may never be married almost by force to a man whom you hate, and then suddenly know what a thing it is to fall in love, and for the first time feel your life awake." "Hush," said Ida gently. "What right have I to judge you?" "I loved him," went on Belle. "I loved him passionately, and for a while it was as though heaven had opened its gates, for he used to care for me a little, and I think he would have taken me away and married me afterward, but I would not hear of it, because I knew it would ruin him. He offered to once, and I refused, and within 3 hours of that I believed that he was bargaining for you. Well, and then it was the old story, that he fell more and more in love with you, and of course I had no hold upon him." "Yes," said Ida, moving impatiently, "but why do you tell me all this? It is very painful, and I had rather not hear it." "Why do I tell you? I tell you because I do not wish you to marry Edward Cossey. I tell you because I wish him to feel a little of what I have to feel, and because I have said he should not marry you." "I wish that you could prevent it," said Ida with a sudden outburst. "I am sure you are quite welcome to Mr. Cossey as far as I am concerned, for I detest him, and I cannot imagine how any woman could ever have done otherwise." "Thank you," said Belle, "but I have done with Mr. Cossey, and I think I hate him too. I know that I did hate him when I met him in the street just now, and he told me that he was not engaged to you. You say that you detest him. Why then do you marry him? You are a free woman." "Do you want to know?" said Ida, wheeling round and looking her visitor full in the face. "I am going to marry him for the same reason that you say caused you to marry, because I must. I am going to marry him because he lent me money on condition that I promised to marry him, and as I have taken the money I must give him his price, even if it breaks my heart. You think that you are wretched. How do you know that I am not 50 times as wretched? Your lot is to lose your lover, mine is to have one forced upon me and endure him all my life. The worst of your pain is over, all mine is to come." Why," broke in Belle, "what is such a promise as that? He cannot force you to marry him, and it is better for a woman to die than to have to marry a man she hates, especially," she added meaningly, "if she happens to love another man. Be advised by me, I know what it is." "Yes," said Ida, "no doubt it is better to die, but death is not so easy. As for the promise, you do not seem to understand that no gentleman or lady can break a promise in consideration of which they have received money. Whatever he has done and whatever he is, I must marry Mr. Cossey, so I do not think that we need discuss the matter any more." Belle sat silent for a minute or more, and then rising said that she must go. "I have warned you," she added, "although to warn you I have had to put myself at your mercy. You can tell the story and destroy me if you like. I do not much care if you do. Women such as I get reckless. You must understand me very little, Mrs. Quest." It had always been Belle before, and she winced at the changed name. "If you think me capable of such conduct, you have nothing to fear from me." She held out her hand, but in her humility and shame Belle went without taking it, and through the angry sunset light walked slowly back to Boisingham, and as she walked there was a look upon her face that Edward Cossey should scarcely have cared to see. End of chapter 26.